Welcome back to BikeBeat. Here it is, the 2025 Harley Davidson Bad Boy. And we're not exaggerating when we say this is one of the boldest, baddest returns in Harley's lineup. After decades in the shadows, the Bad Boy is back, and it's not just a nostalgia play, it's a full-throttle evolution of old-school attitude with modern muscle. The 2025 Bad Boy is built on Harley's Softail chassis but redesigned with a singular goal: deliver a brutal, back-straight, blacked-out ride that feels like a punch to the chest every time you crack the throttle. Sitting between a stripped-down cruiser and a factory custom, the Bad Boy pays homage to its 90s heritage with that unmistakable Springer-inspired front end, now modernized but still wild to look at. Black forks, polished springs, and low, aggressive bars give it a Street Fighter silhouette on a chopper's bones. Let's talk power, because this thing has it in spades. Harley didn't hold back, they dropped in the Milwaukee-Eight 117 V-twin. That's 1,923 cubic centimeters of American muscle pushing out roughly 104 horsepower and a monstrous 126 pound-feet of torque. It's not just fast, it's relentless. That torque hits low and hard, making it ideal for launching from lights, punching through traffic, or just throwing your head back on an open stretch of highway. What's impressive is how this power feels in motion. It's not just brute force, it's refined. The dual counterbalancers cut vibration at idle, but as soon as you twist the throttle, it wakes up with that classic Harley roar. And it's tuned with a factory performance exhaust system that sounds like thunder without being obnoxious. It's deep, raw, and unapologetic. Now on to how it handles. While most people don't associate Harleys with agility, the Bad Boy throws that assumption out the window. Thanks to a dual bending valve front suspension and a hidden monoshock rear setup, it's surprisingly composed in corners. It tracks clean. It leans with confidence. And while it's still a heavyweight, coming in just over 690 pounds wet, it's balanced. You're not wrestling it around city streets, and on open curves, it rides like a much smaller machine. Harley's also packed it with modern rider aids, which is part of what separates this Bad Boy from its 90s ancestor. You've got cornering enhanced ABS, traction control, drag torque slip control, and 3 ride modes: road, rain, and sport. These aren't just gimmicks, they make the bike safer, more adaptable, and more aggressive when you want it to be. Sport mode, in particular, tightens throttle response and lets the beast breathe. Design-wise, this thing is a visual knockout. From the 18-inch Fat Lancaster wheels to the slammed rear fender hugging a massive 240mm rear tire, everything screams low and mean. The entire frame is blacked out, with minimal chrome highlights that pop just enough to catch the light. The fuel tank is stretched and smooth, wearing a bold Harley Davidson badge like a badge of honor. Up front, you get a chopped fender and a minimalist LED headlight with a retro-style nacelle, mixing classic and future in one stroke. The cockpit keeps it simple. A low-rise handlebar gives you an aggressive stance. The analog speedometer is clean and retro, but it's backed by a small digital LCD screen giving you everything from gear position to fuel range and ride mode status. You even get USB-C charging and cruise control, little details that make daily rides that much easier without taking away from the stripped-down vibe. As for comfort, the Bad Boy is clearly built for short to mid-range blasts, not all-day touring. The solo seat sits low, around 26.5 inches, which gives most riders that planted, connected to the road feel. Pegs are mid-mounted but slightly forward, keeping you in a powerful, ready position. It's not plush, but it's not punishing either. You feel the road in a good way, every bump becomes part of the experience. So what's this bad machine gonna cost you? Harley's pricing lands the Bad Boy between the Fat Bob and Fat Boy. That puts it at around $22,999 starting MSRP. With optional finishes and performance accessories, you could see it climb toward $26,000. But what you're buying here isn't just a bike, it's a style statement, a performance machine, and a legacy reboot all in one package. Now, let's talk who this bike is for. If you're someone who craves a classic Harley rumble but wants a ride that actually handles modern roads, this is your lane. It's for the urban brawler, the weekend warrior, the rider who wants muscle and menace without the chrome carnival. You're not here for comfort or cargo, you're here for presence. And the Bad Boy brings that in spades. Whether you're pulling up to a meet or hammering down a highway, the 2025 Bad Boy makes one thing clear: you didn't come to play. You came to ride loud, ride hard, and leave a shadow wherever you go. So yeah, it's not for everyone. But it was never meant to be. The 2025 Harley Davidson Bad Boy is back, and it doesn't care if you're ready. Because it is.